Hi, boys and girls. My name is Miss Jess, and I am so glad that you are joining us back here at LoveWay for Barn Buddies. We have missed you so much, and our horses have missed you. So if you joined us last year for Barn Buddies, we taught you a few things about horses, like the different colors of horses, or how to groom a horse, and things like that. But this session of Barn Buddies is going to be a little different. We're going to have the horses teach us. What, Miss Jess, how can a horse be a teacher? They don't even talk. Well, let me tell you that horses can actually be very good teachers, and they will have a lot to teach us about different character qualities that we need to be successful in our own lives. So will you join me for another session of Barn Buddies? Great. So we're going to go head over with Mr. Ryan and do some warm-ups to get ready for our lesson.
Hello friends, today we're going to practice our arm circles. So get your hands out, get loose. We're going to do forward 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 10.
All right, boys and girls, our word for the day is respect. That's a pretty big word. Miracle, can you say hi to the boys and girls? Hi, boys and girls. Hey, Miracle, can you tell us what respect is? I did, after all, tell the boys and girls that horses are good teachers. Yep. All right, so respect, even though it's a really big word, we can show respect and use respect in our own lives because it means things like showing kindness, even when other people aren't kind to you, or trying to understand someone, or valuing someone when you really like the things that they do or the way that they treat other people, and admiring someone, again, really liking them. And so we can show respect to our horses in a lot of different ways. And Miss Kayla and Miracle and our friend Cowboy Ryan are going to show us some different ways that we can show respect with our horses.
Like we were talking about earlier with respect, it's really important that we show our horses respect in lots of different ways. So one thing that we can do and show our horse respect is when we're catching our horse. So I have Miracle's halter here, and we're going to go catch him. But first, let's talk about how we're going to respect our horse. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to say his name, so that way he knows we're coming to get him. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to walk up to his shoulder and his neck, not straight on. We don't want to scare him. The third thing, the most important, is that we are paying really close attention to our energy and how loud we're being, so that way we don't scare him. Because it wouldn't be good if I scared you or you scared me when we were walking up to each other. It's the same with our horse. We have to make sure that we're having good energy and have nice calm energy in our body when we're going to see our horse. So let's go and catch Miracle. All right, let's go catch Miracle. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to say his name, Miracle. See, he's now acknowledged us. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to walk up to his shoulder or his neck. Hi, Miracle. Hi, bud. Hi. The third thing we're going to do is see how I'm being nice and calm and quiet with him and letting him see that I'm here so he can be ready for us to put his halter on. All right, when we're catching our horse with their halter, we're going to put their lead rope over their neck so we have control of our horse, and then ask them to bring their head up, and then slide it right on. Then you can give them a pat and tell them they did a good job. Good boy, Miracle. We're going to show him respect here in the arena by leading him. Now, when we lead our horse, there's some really important things that we can do to show our horse respect. the first thing we're going to want to do is stand right next to their neck. So see, this is Miracle's neck right here. This is where I'm going to stand. It's really important that you stand by their neck so you don't get too far ahead of them, because Miracle and I are friends. And I don't know about you, but I don't like it when my friends take my hand and drag me away. Miracle doesn't like that either, because if I were to take my lead rope and try to drag him, see, he's not very happy about that. So when we're walking with our friends, we want to walk hand in hand. All right, so we talked about how it's so important that we stand next to our horse's neck. And then we talked about how it's really important we don't drag our horse around. And now we're going to talk about our lead rope. So this is a lead rope, and it's connected to Miracle. Now our lead rope is the way that we help guide our horse in the direction we want them to go. So, really quick, we always hold our lead rope like this. We don't wrap it around our hand like this, because if Miracle were to pull, that would really hurt. So, if we hold it like this and he were to pull, it would come through and it wouldn't hurt our hand as bad. Next thing with our lead rope is we want to hold a good distance away from our horse. This allows our horse to have space and us to have space, so it's safe. Okay? Now, before we start walking, what do we say to get our horse to go again? We say walk on. So here we go. Ready? Walk on, Miracle. Walk on. Standing next to our horse's neck, making sure they have space and not dragging them. Eyes are up, looking where you want to go. That helps your horse know where they're going to go next. The way that we can have our horse show respect towards us is by having them whoa when we ask them to whoa. When we ask our horse to whoa, they are following directions and paying attention to what we're asking them to do. So when we have our horse walk on. And then when we're ready to say whoa, we're going to count to 3, say the word, and stop our feet. 1, 2, 3, whoa. See how he listened to us and showed us respect? Friends, if you remember all the way back to the beginning of Barn Buddies, in video number 1, we talked about the grooming tools and how to groom our horse. So today we're going to talk about how we can show respect to our horse with our grooming tools. So, you remember, this is called a curry comb, and it goes in circles. And now, do you think we need to go really, really hard on our horse, or can we go medium or soft on our horse with the curry comb? You guessed medium or soft. You are correct. So, we're going to do a nice medium curry all over our horse. This is showing him respect, because if we were to go really hard, it would hurt Miracle, and we do not want to hurt our horses. Then the next brush is called the body brush. And now with the body brush, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to not push down too hard or be rough, because that would hurt our horse and not show them respect. This is called the mane and tail brush, and just like we talked about with the other 2 brushes, when we use this brush, we want to be nice and gentle, especially when they have tangles in their tail. So I'm going to be nice and gentle and get the tangles out of the bottom first, and then move my way up. See how I'm not pulling super hard? We don't want to hurt our horse, because that would not be showing respect. Finally, we need to pick our horse's feet with the hoof pick. Now, if you remember how we do this one, we have to be really careful where we pick so we don't hurt our horse's hoof. See how I only picked right here and right here? If I were to pick right in this middle section, it would really hurt. That's the softest part of the horse's hoof. And that's how you can show respect, friends, with your grooming tools. Talk about the barn rules and how we can show respect to our horses and our friends by following the barn rules. The first rule of the barn is that we use a quiet inside voice when we're in the barn around our horse, because we wouldn't want to scare our horse. And if we use a really loud voice and maybe we are really, really loud and really, really mad, our horse would not like that at all and might get nervous of us. We wouldn't want that, would we? The second rule of the barn is that we use walking feet, because if we were to run up to our horse really, really fast, that would scare our horse, and we do not want to scare our horse, do we? Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you run up to your horse, and we're going to see what Miracle has to say about that, okay? Ready? Here we go. Miracle! He didn't like that, did he? That was not very nice of me. Now I have to go say I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miracle. Will you forgive me? He forgives me because I'm letting him eat grass. The third rule in the barn is that we have good personal space. Now, it's really important that you have good personal space with those around you, but also with your horse, because our horses don't like us to be all over the top of us. So when we're going over to our horse, we can stand next to them, but we don't want to get up really close to them because they don't like that. And the fourth thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we greet our horse with respect, and we greet those around us with respect. So when you're greeting somebody that you might know, you might fist bump, or give them a high five, or you might do elbows, or you might shake each other's hands. Well, with our horse, when we greet them, we're going to go up and we're going to pet them on their shoulder, just their shoulder, as a way to say hello. Hi, Miracle. See how I just pet him on his shoulder as a way of saying hello to him? I'm not getting in his space. I'm just being nice and calm with my horse. So it's really important, as you can see, that when we follow the barn rules, we can have really a lot of fun with our horse and show respect to our horse. Now, all of those things we talked about can also be a way that you can show respect in your own life to those around you. You can use a quiet voice around those in your classroom or at home. You can use walking feet instead of running feet in your class or at home. You can show good personal space to those around you and not get too close to other people. And you can greet others with respect by asking them, "Hi, can I shake your hand?" or give them a high five or something like that. There's lots of ways we can show respect to our horses and also show respect to those at our house and at school.
Hello friends, I'm here with Miracle. Miracle is a 21-year-old registered quarter horse. He's been at LoveWay for about 2 years, and in his younger days, he was a show horse. And he traveled the world, did some really cool stuff, and was very successful. And since being at LoveWay, he's such a gentle, dependable kind of guy for us, and we're thrilled to have him. He's 21 years old. He's a registered quarter horse. His name is Miracle. And he's a good egg for LoveWay. He's a horse, but we're really glad to have him. Hello friends, this is Ryan. I'm out here with my friend Elvis, and Elvis's friend, who is also my friend Pam. Now Pam is kind of busy. She's out back entertaining herself with some grass, but I also have an incredible book. Funny Farm, The Funny Farm. And I'm going to read this book for you, okay? This is how it goes. In the spring, Cousin Judy, Uncle Earl, and Aunt Josephine meet Edward at the station. Like the choo-choo train station, they meet Edward. It is Edward's first visit to the Hawthorne Farm. See that? Unbelievable pictures. In the morning, everyone gets up early. There's sheep brushing their teeth. There's pigs yawning. And Edward is back there walking to the barn. Uncle Earl shows Edward how to milk the cow. Isn't that incredible? He's milking the cow. Judy helps Edward feed the pig. Oh no! He's falling in the mud. And the pigs are like waving their arms. It's incredible. Look at that. Oh, hi, Elvis. Elvis is back here. Edward gathers eggs from the hen house. I wonder if there's going to be a picture of a horse in here for Elvis. In the woods, Edward helps make maple syrup. Where's Edward? Can you find Edward? I think his foot's in a bucket. Oh no. Oh, look at this. It's a bunny rabbit pulling a wagon. Next page. Uncle Earl plows the field. See the red tractor? And look at Edward. He's watching bugs on the ground. This is getting so exciting. It's a funny story. Edward digs a hole in the garden. And he's looking around. Hi, Elvis. Edward digs a hole, and Elvis licks my chair. It's amazing. He's like using his nose to lick my chair back here. When it rains, Edward goes inside. And the pigs go wild. Look at that. They're jumping in the mud puddle. Wee, 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 wee. You know, all the way home. Well, Edward's already home. He's inside. He's looking out the window. Judy teaches Edward how to knit. All right, so, hey, buddy. Hi, Elvis. Here's Aunt Judy teaching Edward how to knit. Do you think he looks happy? Edward and Judy go outside to tend the sheep. Oh, there's a real, he would be a cowboy, but he's a sheep boy because he has a sheep by the back leg with his little hook. Yeah, he's a sheep boy. Oh, Edward. Before supper, Edward paints the barn. Now, that's a fast action, but you see him over here? He has the yellow roller, and he's painting the barn. Oh, we're getting close to the end. Edward is very hungry at dinner. Oh, my. And look at the pig looking in the window. Amazing. Very last page. Edward and Judy have fun at the barn dance. They're all jumping around, having a great time. I said that was the last page, but there's actually one very, very last page. Can you guess what it is? It is bedtime for Edward at the Hawthorne farm. The end. There's Edward in the garden again. And here is Elvis. He's waiting so patiently. Can you say bye, Elvis? Elvis, say bye to them. Bye.
Thank you for joining us for this week's Barn Buddies episode of Respect. And I hope that you guys will practice showing respect to your teachers and your families this week. And we'd love to hear about how you are showing respect in your own lives by either writing us letters or maybe giving us a phone call. So I hope that you are showing respect this week, and we will see you next week for, oh, I almost gave it away. You're going to have to join us next week for our next episode. Bye, friends.